Have you ever heard the concept of farm communities? Well, there's a man who's making that possible in Bangalore in India, and he talks to me about that on this episode of Karishma Connect with Ayan Nagpal, Managing Director and Real Estate Developer at Agrocorp Landbase. Go check out the episode for some interesting insights on his exciting projects that are well developed in a way that keeps in mind the modern day lifestyle of people and the different needs that arise out of it. Until the next one, stay tuned. This is Karishma, and I'll be back with another episode soonest. Until then, done. Thank you so much, Ayan, for joining me on this episode of Karishma Connect. It's a pleasure to have you, and I can't wait to know more about what you do. It's a rather interesting concept, and I've only had an overview, and I can't wait to know more. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me here, Karishma. I think it'll be a great session where we can exchange a lot of information about what's working, what's not working for us as a company, and what's the goal of whatever that we're doing here.
Absolutely. And that's where I'm going to begin with. Tell me about your journey so far. That's the first question I ask because I think nobody else can say it best apart from you. So dive right in.
So Agrocorp was incepted in 2012, and when we started this journey, I basically come from Delhi, and I was doing a residential project back in the northern part of the country. That's where somebody told us about land coming at a very, very attractive price close to a metropolitan city, which is Bangalore. And that's when, we thought, let's explore it. So when we came to Bangalore for the first time in 2011 end,
Yeah.
it was a beautiful landscape,
Yeah.
amazing weather, as Bangalore is known for it.
No
And
traffic? Was there traffic?
so fortunately, we were on the outskirts of the city, so we never faced the traffic. But yeah, Bangalore was buzzing as always, and it was a growing city, metropolitan culture, amazing vibe, great weather, and as you know, as I'm saying that the growth story was on, so also land of opportunities. And when we came here, and the idea was to just acquire a piece of land for ourselves and just go back and hold that. Land as an asset class is something very interesting, and it is an asset class which is highest in demand across our country. Every household, I think, every member has an aspiration to own a piece of land.
Yeah.
And unlike the West, the households in India are asset heavy. And having said that, land is also the most disorganized and misunderstood asset class, I would say. We've seen, glorified stories, and what do you call? How do you put that in place? Stories of people becoming rich overnight because of land.
Yeah.
But the significant part is that you need to understand how land as an asset class can give you returns. Being from a family which has been involved in real estate since the 1950s, land as a entry point was something new for us. And me and my brother, we are twins, and we thought, let's explore this as an extension to our existing business. And then when we came here, we saw the opportunity, saw the landscape. uh, Something intrigued us about this place, and we thought, let's know more about it. First year of our being in Bangalore was all about explore the places, explore the zones, explore the where the demand is growing, why the demand is growing, what are the challenges at land level that people face in this local geography. We realized that Bangalore, although has been on the map for a long time, the people who are staying here are majority from a working professional background. Although they are aspirants to buy one piece, but who has the time to get into the nuisance of it and get entangled in problems which they are not trained to handle. When we wanted to just purely pick up an asset for ourselves, we thought, let's get into the last mile depth of it and understand the whole thing. Agrocorp's main motive was to be a gateway for people to invest in land in upcoming geographies, upcoming locations, which they can hold for a medium to long term period and actually realize the gains of land. we as a developer will buy a bigger chunk of land
Mm.
at a location which will have all the right reasons for growth to happen over the next 5 to 10 years. That is the time frame that we always kept in mind that people would hold their land parcel for to have great returns. And four or five major factors which were very important for us when we were on the lookout for land is what are the developments coming in that zone? How is the infra of that zone? Are lands available with clean title or not?
Mm.
And uh, the proximity to the city. First test case, we picked up 11 acres, which sold out in no time. And it was a precedent for us that yes, people have a demand for organized way of investing into land. The vision again being you are the owner of a piece of land which has potential to grow over the next 5 to 10 years. While you're holding on to it, you're also adding a great aspect to your lifestyle
Mm.
by creating a second home for you.
Yeah.
And we always told people that we are not saying that you invest all your eggs here, but you might be owning apartments, you might own commercial properties, but definitely have one of these in your portfolios, because when density of an area grows,
Mm.
the land which you're buying in acres
Mm.
sells in square feet, and that multiple or the ROI from that uh, improvement of your investment gives you great returns and adds to your portfolio when you look at from the overall perspective.
Yeah.
So that's where we started our journey from, and the simple idea: own land, but in an organized, clean, transactable way, and in an affordable ticket size. And it was, I think, in no time, over about 3 to 4 years, we did about 7 projects, made a customer base of about 600 families.
Mm.
And, it's been almost 12 years now, and we've done 10 projects, over 1,000 families invested with us, delivered all the projects in time. And we are a zero litigation company because of the process of us buying land, how we are able to uh, buy it in a very clean, organized way. And that's a big reason because of which we are able to pass that value addition to the client as well.
Mm. Mm.
And over the last 3 years, which is basically post COVID,
Yeah.
we elevated the product as well. We've gone to fully managed farm communities where we've done concepts like every farm with a organic kitchen garden, herb garden, vegetable garden in your backyard.
Ah.
And then we use clubhouses within the communities where people can come, they can, have a great time with their family and be in the middle of nature while their asset is appreciating because of the growth factors of that region.
What's your goal for the way forward? Are you looking to expand out of Bangalore as well, taking the concept outside of Bangalore? How are you planning to grow?
So now we are launching a brand called Vacation Village.
Okay.
So Vacation Village is a brand which will have its footsteps across every major city and every tier 2 city, at least for now. That is what we aim for.
Mm.
That it'll be uh, an organized residential development with the same theme,
Mm.
and where we provide people modern architecture, we provide them with bigger areas to reside in. And not only the architecture in the space, we provide them with engagement activities.
Mm.
So if you would see that there are communities where you might have all the services, but are we, or all the amenities, but are we using them? And that is where the twist comes in order to make sure that families or people are spending time with each other. We intend to bring a lot of engagement clubbed with the product. So if you're
Mm.
not buying a house, you're buying a lifestyle basically with us. And we are targeting uh, high footfall tourist cities. We are targeting major metropolitans, and we are targeting tier two, which is coming up in a big way. So in tier two cities like Ludhiana or Nagpur or Indore, if you would see with the next generation coming in, they want organized living, they want lifestyle activities, and they want that lifestyle quotient to go up for them. Uh, 2 decades ago, I think families were more focused on the traditional way of staying, but with exposure to how the world is, thanks to social media again, it has its good sides too. I think aspirations are at its peak right now. Even in smaller cities, smaller towns, people want better lifestyle. As part of Vacation Village, what we really intend to do is bring those themes, bring those concepts to our country, let people have that quality living, but also at the same time, we also want them to engage within each other, have that feeling of community with each other, and in Vacation Village, one very important aspect that we are focusing on is how, if you're living here, not only can you live that quality lifestyle, but also ensure that your children are learning 3 or 4 skills while living in the community. So how we are creating that difference is, let's say you bought an apartment in a A grade community. Here you have tennis, you have swimming pools, you have 10 different kinds of sports and amenities, but who will teach that to your children? Because you are working from 9 to 5. I can't expect you to come back and then teach that to your child because you're already drained through the day.
Yeah.
So in our communities, we are bringing that factor in, that we are bringing trainers who will be at your disposal throughout the week, where you can pick up slots and make sure your children are trained for those skills by expert people.
Yeah.
And when you have your weekends, or when you have your time off, you get time to yourself. Your children are not only focused on the gadgets, they're going out, getting that training to choose what they really like. And we are not saying you learn everything, we're saying try everything. I think uh, having said that, uh, the right lifestyle is not just having the most beautiful house, but it is having that energy level and that life in that house. So that is what we want to bring with Vacation Village to the table. And we are launching our first project under that brand now in Chikmagalur.
Okay.
It's a hill station near Bangalore,
Yeah.
and it's a high footfall place. People love to be there, and the second one we are targeting early next year. That's very close to the city. So then we are looking at Goa, we are looking at Delhi, we are looking at Bombay, we are looking at Chandigarh, then we are looking at Indore, we are looking at Lucknow is a great market where aspirations again demand this kind of product. So yeah, our goal is one vacation village in every city going forward.
Well, more power to you and your vision. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with me. It's a pleasure to have done this and to have learned more about what you do. And I look forward to sharing it with the audience. I think a lot of them might just be interested in knowing more as well.
Perfect, perfect.